In this video, we're going over the new top 5 fastest TTK meta loadouts here in Black Ops 6. We'll be going over both 5 and 8 attachment class setups. Let's get into it. For class setup number 1, we're taking a look at the PP919, a solid submachine gun you can't go wrong with. Now, we're not running an optic. The iron sights are some of the cleanest in the entire game. No need to waste an attachment slot. For the muzzle, we're going to be rocking the suppressor, keeping us off the mini-map when firing. Amazing. For the barrel, we must run the long barrel on the PP919 to bump up that damage range, giving us the fastest time to kill. Now, for the magazine, we are going to go ahead and run the Fast Mag 2 option. We're going to drop the ammo capacity from 64 to 40, which isn't a big deal because we're going to be picking up more aim down sight speed, reload quickness, as well as sprint to fire speed. A great attachment if you're trying to run and gun. Now, for the rear grip, I do recommend putting on the ergonomic grip. This is amazing on all submachine guns, drastically improving more aim down sight speed, dive to fire speed, as well as slide to fire speed. Run it. For the stock, we are going to be utilizing the combat stock, overall allowing us to get in their spawn and win every gunfight because we're going to have that flinch resistance so we can maintain our accuracy when shot, and we can also walk around aim down sight, ready to win each and every gunfight. For the laser, we are going to be utilizing the target laser. This is going to remove all of that aim idle sway, as well as improving your aim walking steadiness so you can be more accurate at those longer ranges. And then finally, for the fire mod, we are going to be utilizing rapid fire, which is going to be bumping up that fire rate, giving us a faster time to kill. The cons are relevant because this weapon is going to be dominating at those medium to short ranges as well. You can use it at long range, but the PP919 is going to be a rusher's dream. Once you go ahead and build this 7 attachment class setup, because we're not going to run an optic, it's not necessary, you're going to see in the firing range, this submachine gun is nasty. We have a fast sprint out, ADS is lightning fast with that fast mag option, and we do have controllable recoil, even though we literally are not running any recoil controlling attachments on this submachine gun. Now, if you guys do not want to run a 7 attachment gunfighter build, no big deal. What we are going to be doing is removing the target laser. We are going to be removing the Fast Mag 2 option, and we're just going to have a standard PP919 setup. Now, this build is not going to have as fast of an ADS, but it is still going to be solid because we have 64 rounds at our disposal, and we are still going to have an accurate submachine gun that's going to be dominating players at those medium. And honestly, you can use it at longer ranges. You are going to have to burst fire it at extreme long range, but for running and gunning, this is going to be a W class setup. And by the way, if you need help leveling up your weapons, U4GM has you covered. They offer services such as max leveling all of your weapons, as well as unlocking camo challenges all the way up to dark matter. They even have COD points gift packs that you can give to your friends. So for cheap, reliable, and fast Black Ops 6 services on all platforms, use code EARS to save 5% off. Link is at the top of the description. For class setup number 2, we're taking a look at the Model L, another solid assault rifle that honestly doesn't get that much love. It has a crazy fast TTK. For the optic, we're going to keep it simple with the Kepler Microflex, easy to use at any and all ranges. For the muzzle, we're going to be rocking the suppressor. This weapon has low recoil. For the barrel, we have on the long barrel, maximizing our damage range. For the underbarrel, we are going to be utilizing the Ranger foregrip to bump up both horizontal recoil control and sprinting movement speed. Great if you're running an 8 attachment setup. For the magazine, we are going to be utilizing the extended mag 2 option for the 8 attachment build. This is going to be nice, allowing us to have plenty of ammo, take out more than one person at the same time. For the rear grip, we are going to be rocking the commando grip. This is going to be amazing and a staple on all assault rifles, bumping up more aim down sight speed and sprint to fire speed. You're going to love it. For the stock, we are going to be utilizing the balance stock. This is going to be taking this weapon to the next level if we're talking about mid-range performance, with that improved strafing movement speed, hip fire movement speed altogether, and aim walking movement speed. A badass attachment on the Model L. And then finally, for the fire mod, we are going to be rocking the recoil springs, which are going to be drastically improving more horizontal recoil and vertical recoil control on this assault rifle. Definitely go ahead and give this 8 attachment build a try, but don't worry, I do have you locked in with a 5 attachment setup. You guys can see here, we are going to have a respectable sprint out ADS with a 50 round assault rifle. Absolutely amazing, and the reload speed is not going to be painfully slow. Now, if you do not want to run the 8 attachment build, remove the recoil springs. We are going to remove the extended mag 2 option. Instead, we're going to rock the extended mag 1 option. We're going to remove the Ranger foregrip, and what we're also going to be doing is removing the balance stock here. This is going to be a standard Model L setup. You're still going to have some capacity, but I do not want to slow down the ADS with this setup because we're not going to have that mid-range buff with that balance stock. But you guys can see here, this is going to be a rock solid build. Fast ADS, sprint out speed, and overall a solid assault rifle that you can't go wrong with because we can rock more perks or more streaks with this build as well. For class setup number 3, we're taking a look at the C9. You can't go wrong with the good old MP5. Now, luckily the iron sights are amazing. No need to run an optic, perfect for a 5 attachment setup. For the 8 attachment build, we are running a muzzle. That's going to be the suppressor. For the barrel, we are utilizing the long barrel on the C9. For the underbarrel, we have to rock the vertical foregrip to have the maximum horizontal recoil control. Unfortunately, this weapon does have a lot of horizontal recoil we have to keep in check. For the magazine, we are rocking extended mag 2, giving us a healthy 50 rounds. The cons are going to be irrelevant on the 8 attachment setup. For the rear grip, on all SMGs, we're going to be rocking the ergonomic grip. For the stock, we are going to be running the balance stock on the C9 for that mid-range buff. And for the laser, we are going to be utilizing the target laser. Great attachment to go ahead and allow us to use it at a little bit longer ranges. And then finally, for the fire mods, we absolutely must run recoil springs to bump up that recoil control across the board. Overall, a great 8 attachment setup with the C9. This is what I personally recommend running on this submachine gun because we are going to have a fast sprint out, ADS as well, and we are going to have controllable recoil. And the best part about it is we are going to have the capability of running the silencer. Now, if you do want to run the 5 attachment setup, what we're going to be doing is removing the target laser, removing the balance stock, removing the extended mag, and we're going to be swapping the suppressor out for the compensator to bump up that vertical recoil control because we are absolutely going to need it with this attachment here. This is going to be a great setup because we are going to be utilizing a fast sprint out, ADS, and we're gonna have even less recoil here. This is definitely gonna be a nice attachment to have on the C9 when rocking the 5 attachment build. You can rock the suppressor on here, but at the same time, not having that balance stock and that target laser is really gonna help you at those longer ranges, and that's exactly why I like to rock this weapon loud and proud when I'm running the 5 attachment setup. For class setup number 4, we are taking a look at the AK-74. This assault rifle is really misunderstood because of its recoil pattern that can get away from you. For the optic, I do like to go ahead and put on the V reflex just because it's going to be complementing its recoil pattern you're going to see in the firing range. Now, for the muzzle, on the 8 attachment setup, we're going to rock the suppressor. For the barrel, we are going to be utilizing the long barrel. For the underbarrel, we are going to rock the vertical foregrip. We're going to need it with this assault rifle. For the magazine, for the 8 attachment setup, we're going to rock extended mag 1, giving us a healthy 40 rounds. For the rear grip, we're going to be utilizing the commando grip. For the stock, we're going to be rocking the combat stock here, going ahead and bumping up that flinch resistance and aim walking movement speed, a massive W on an AK-47 type assault rifle, because we're going to be running and gunning and dominating those mid ranges. And then finally, for the fire mods, 100%, we're going to be rocking the recoil springs to maximize some more recoil control. Overall, a great 8 attachment build that you really can't go wrong with. Again, you're not going to be able to run a lot of perks or utilize 4 streaks, but as you guys can see here, we are still going to have a setup that is controllable. Now, for the 5 attachment build, what we are going to be doing is swapping out the suppressor 110% for the compensator. We are going to be removing the recoil springs. We're going to remove the combat stock, and we're also going to remove the extended mag 1 option. So we're going to have a straight 5 attachment build set up for recoil control. This is going to be really controllable and overall a great setup if you're looking to outgun players at those medium longer ranges. Thing about these 5 attachment setups is, unfortunately, most of the time we're going to have to drop the suppressor in order to maintain recoil control. And finally, for class setup number 5, we're taking a look at the TANTO 22, one of the hardest hitting SMGs here in Black Ops 6. Now, we are going to run an optic on this setup. We're going to keep it simple with the Kepler Microflex. For the muzzle, we are going to be utilizing the suppressor on the 8 attachment class setup. For the barrel, like most of the submachine guns, the long barrel is going to be a great choice. For the underbarrel, we absolutely must run the vertical foregrip on this SMG. For the magazine, extended mag 1 is going to be a great option, giving us a healthy 40 rounds. For the rear grip on all submachine guns, the ergonomic grip is going to be amazing. For the stock, we are going to be utilizing the balanced stock to take this weapon to the next level, mid-range wise, with all of the improvements, movement speed, aim locking movement speed, strafing movement speed, and overall just handling in general. And finally, for the attachment under the fire mod, we are going to be using rapid fire to bump up that fire rate, giving us an even faster time to kill. Overall, a great setup with 8 attachments here that is going to be suppressed. As you guys can see here, it is going to be easy to use because we are running an optic, which unfortunately we are going to have to change. We are going to be utilizing the 5 attachment setup. Now, for the 5 attachment build, what we are going to be doing is removing the Kepler Microflex. We're going to be swapping out the muzzle for the compensator of this weapon. Is going to be a little bit hard to use. We are going to be removing the extended mag 1 choice, and we are also going to be dropping off the balanced stock, giving us a very standard TANTO 22 build, but it is going to be controllable. But again, we are going to have a class setup that is going to be rolling loud and proud. Not really a huge deal because we are going to be utilizing more perks, or you can go ahead and run more streaks. Now, once you go ahead and build this class setup, you're going to see that these are going to be the 5 fastest TTK meta loadouts to use here in Black Ops 6 if you're honestly trying to shake up the meta. Now, if you want to run more perks on your build, what you want to do is run Flak Jacket, Dispatcher, Bankroll, and for your wild card, because we're not running Gunfighter, you can put on perk Greed, and I do recommend going ahead and going all the way down to the bottom and selecting Gearhead. Now, what Gearhead is going to do is allow you to recharge your field upgrade faster. Because we're not running Scavenger, we're always going to be rocking the Assault Pack, and because we are using Gearhead, we are also going to be utilizing the Strategist Combat Specialty, which is going to be giving you more score when playing the objective, which means you're going to be getting your streaks faster and more kills, and overall having a better Black Ops 6 experience. Now, I do run Stim Shot, Blast Trap, and I have on the Sierra 9mm on all my setups as well, because it's going to be a nice backup if you run out of ammo, because sometimes we're not running extended mags and we're always not running Scavenger on our setups. Now, if you do want to run more streaks, what you're gonna have to do is go over to your wild card and swap out perk Greed for High Roller, and I do recommend running UAV, Counter UAV, Watchdog Kilo, as well as the Harp. You're gonna get a lot of score. The UAV and the Counter UAV is gonna be essentially building up to your Watchdog Kilo, and once you have the Harp, you're gonna have superiority over the entire lobby because you're gonna know where everybody is at. Now, if you guys tear it up with these class setups, let me know down in the comment section your best gameplay, and as always, if you guys enjoy, feel free, drop a like on the vid, subscribe to the channel, turn on those post notifications. It's been your boy Ears, and I'm gonna catch you guys in the next one. Deuces.